Hello everyone, this is Faisal. Let's start by acknowledging the traditional custodian of the Gummingurru lands and paying respect to elders past, present and emerging. Today, we present a comprehensive social media strategy specially designed to honor Gummingurru's cultural mission while driving practical outcome for volunteer engagement and sustainable growth. Moving on to the next slide. Gummingurru represents a profound cultural legacy. This isn't just a historical site, but a living landscape where cultural practices like ceremonial bands continue today. The corporation vision bridges ancient cultural significance with contemporary community engagement and sustainability. Cultural significance. Firstly, one of the southeast Queensland's most significant Aboriginal cultural site. Secondly, traditional man-making ceremonial place for Waka Waka people. Thirdly, part of Bunia country and Bunia songlist network. And finally, living cultural landscape for knowledge sharing. Mission and vision. From traditional gathering place to modern cultural center. Secondly, revitalize Waka Waka cultural heritage and hill country. Thirdly, transform into contemporary indigenous cultural hub. And finally, sustainable profit for purpose enterprise model. Moving on to the next slide. GAC faces significant digital challenges with an outdated website and no social media presence. However, with secured funding and pending grants, plus incredible existing assets like ABC News coverage and academic research, we have a strong foundation for digital transformations. Here in this slide, I have highlighted current challenges and strategic opportunities. Let's have a look. Current challenges: zero social media presence, building from scratch. Outdated website with broken functionality. Limited public awareness of cultural significance. Manual volunteer and booking management. Reliance on grant without sustainable income. Strategic opportunities. 10,000 website renewal grants secured. 75,000 crowdfunding grant application in progress. Growing demand for authentic indigenous experiences. Rich existing storytelling assets and media coverage. Strong partnership networks such as BPSC and universities. Moving on to the next slide. Market trends and opportunities. The market context is highly favorable. Research shows strong growth in cultural tourism and digital discovery patterns that align perfectly with JC's offerings. The key is leveraging these trends through mobile optimized visual content that connects with modern audiences. Let's have a deeper look. 1. Indigenous tourism growth. 34% increase in indigenous tourism demand since 2019. 67% of Australian travellers seek authentic cultural experiences. Queensland indigenous tourism generates 6.2 billion annually. 2. Digital behavior shifts. 78% discover cultural activities by mobile phones. Video content drives 3x higher engagement. 45% of volunteers find opportunities through social media. 3. Technology advancement. Mobile fast booking system. Visual storytelling platforms such as Reels, TikTok. Integrated CRM for donor management. Moving on to the next slide. Target market. Our market analysis reveals significant untapped potential. The primary volunteer market in Toowoomba region alone represents thousands of potential hours, while the growing cultural tourism market provides substantial revenue opportunities. This quantifies the very real business case for digital investment. Primary market size: 15,000 plus potential volunteers in Toowoomba region. Growth: 12% annual increase in environmental volunteering. Value: 5,000 plus volunteer hours annually potential. Secondary market. Size 150 million indigenous tourism market in Queensland. Growth 8% compound annual growth rate in cultural experience spending. Value 50,000 annual donation potential. Territory markets. Education partners 200 plus schools within 2 hours radius. Research institutions 5 plus university partnerships available. Moving on to the next slide. Target audience profiles. Primary audience. Age 35 to 65. Location Toowoomba region. Income 60 to 100k. Education Territory educated. Family often families with children. Values environmental stewardship and cultural respect. Interest land care, local history and community service. Motivation tangible impact, cultural connection. Secondary audience. Age 25 to 55. Location Southeast Queensland. Income 80 to 150k. Education university degree. Values cultural preservation and ethical tourism. Interest travel, philanthropy and authentic experiences. Motivation visible impact and social responsibility. These audience profiles are based on demographic data from Australian Bureau of Statistics and psychographic research from Tourism Australia. The cultural custodian volunteer represents our immediate priority for Guru crew recruitment, while the conscious contributor supports our longer-term sustainability goals. Moving on to the next slide. Competitor landscape assessment. Our competitor analysis reveals that while organizations like BPSC have strong community engagement, there is a significant opportunity in visual storytelling and volunteer-focused content. No competitor effectively combines cultural authenticity with modern digital engagement. This is a Gummingurru's unique space to own. Moving on to the next slide. GSA current digital presence. 1. Current state. No active social media channels. Outdated website with broken functionality. No analytics or performance tracking. Limited digital storytelling capacity. 2. Critical gaps. Brand awareness and discovery. Volunteer recruitment funnel. Donor engagement platform. Cultural storytelling reach. 3. Opportunities. Build from clean slate. No legacy issues. Implement best practices from day one. Create cohesive cross-platform strategy. Leverage existing media assets immediately. While the current digital absence represents a challenge, it also provides the best opportunity to build a strategically aligned presence without legacy constraints. We can implement industry best practices from inspection. Moving on to the next slide. Customer persona. Meet Sarah, age 45. Occupation primary teacher. Location Toowoomba. Income 85,000. Family married, 2 children. Education bachelor degree. She volunteers monthly with local land care group. Active in community sports and events. Researches online before committing. Values family-friendly activities. She wants meaningful environmental impact. Seek cultural learning for her family. Values local community connections. However, worries about cultural protocol knowledge. Time poor with work and family commitments. She uses Facebook for community groups and events. YouTube for educational content and tutorials. Local news sites for community updates. Sarah represents our ideal Guru crew volunteer. Her motivations align perfectly with GSC's missions, but her pain points around cultural protocols highlight the need for welcoming educational content. Her platform preferences guide our channel strategy toward Facebook and YouTube as a primary touchpoint. Moving on to the next slide. Sarah's journey to Guru crew member. This journey map illustrates Sarah's path from discovery to advocacy. Each stage requires specific content and touchpoint designed to address her emotional state and move closer to engagement. The key is creating a seamless experience that builds confidence and community at every step. Moving on to the next slide. Social media platform strategy. This platform strategy is data-driven, based on audience demographics and GS's resources constraints. Facebook serves as our volunteer recruitment hub. Instagram builds our visual brand identity, and YouTube preserves cultural knowledge while serving educational purposes. Reviews evidence on volunteer recruitment and notes how digital channels, including social media, must be used strategically to attract, onboard, and retain volunteers. Moving on to the next slide. Key performance indicators. Awareness metrics. Follower growth rate. Target 15% monthly. Post reach and impressions. Website traffic from social media. Engagement metrics. Engagement rate. Target 5% across platforms. Comments and share per post. Video completion rates. Conversion metrics. Volunteer sign-ups from social media. Donation conversions. Tour booking referrals. Impact metrics. Volunteer retention rate. Donor value over time. Cultural awareness survey results. Our measurement framework tracks progress from basic awareness through meaningful impact. The phased approach recognizes that building community takes time, with different metrics mattering at different stages of growth. Moving on to the next slide. Cultural safeguards and ethics. 1. Cultural intellectual property. 2. Data privacy and security. 3. Content approval process. These ethical guidelines are non-negotiable. They ensure our digital presence respects cultural protocols while building trust with both the Aboriginal community and the broader audience. This approach turns cultural responsibility into a strategic advantage, sets out indigenous cultural and intellectual property ICIP principles and protocols you should adopt, such as consent, custodianship, attribution, and benefit sharing. Moving on to the next slide. Recommendations and next steps. Foundation. Establish Facebook Business Manager account. Develop social media policy and protocols. Create content calendar for first month. Train volunteer team on platforms. Content development. Shoot initial photo video content bank. Create band asset library. Develop volunteer recruitment content series. Plan traditional custodian Q&A session. Launch. Soft launch to existing networks. Vegan volunteer recruitment campaign. Implement analytics and tracking. First performance review and adjustment. Critical success factors. Traditional custodian leadership and content. Consistent engagement and response. Volunteer focused content strategy. Integration with website renewal project. These immediate actions create momentum while building sustainable foundations. The critical success factors emphasize that cultural leadership and community focus must drive all our digital activities, with technology serving as the enabler rather than the driver. References. Our recommendations are grounded in current research and industry best practices adapted to JC's unique cultural context and resource constraints. I'm looking forward to discussing how we can tailor this strategy to best serve Gummingurru's mission and the community. Thank you everyone for your time and attention.